Are you wanting to refresh your memory on the best places to touch and tease a woman? Well, to make it as easy as possible for you, we've written a list from the head to the toe, no pun intended, on where and how to touch a woman that would drive her crazy. So, get your pens out, boys, because science class is in session. Like and subscribe. Hair. Men are constantly drawn to women's attractive appearances, so women are very particular about the appearance of their hair. Hair washing, colouring, cutting and styling all work wonders for reducing stress. Run your fingers through her hair with ease, and this is how you make her shiver. Nothing compares to having someone play with your hair when you get home from a long day of work. Both the stylist and the recipient find it to be a, pleasant experience. From the simple pleasure of having someone style your hair to feeling immense relief from a day's worth of stress, it is no surprise that many people consider having their hair done to be a luxurious treat. The scalp. A woman's scalp can be incredibly sensitive when it wants to be. One of the best parts of going to a hairdresser is that moment they start scratching your scalp during the shampoo treatment. And that's because a lot of stress is stored in the head, so, it feels very good to let it all out. Taking a moment to relax and take a break from our hectic lives is incredibly beneficial and something that, we don't often think about. So if you want to earn some brownie points from the ladies, give her head a little massage when the time's right and you will be surprised by the noises that come out. The nape. Spend some time with her and kiss her on the nape of her neck. In ancient Japan, a woman's neck was one of the very few body parts that wasn't covered by clothing because men found it to be very attractive. Men found the level of love and appreciation displayed by this focus on the back of the neck to be irresistible. So never undervalue the impact of tender strokes and kisses that extend from her hairline to her shoulders. Now, the nape of the neck is frequently disregarded in modern society in favour of numerous obvious pleasure centres. Even though other parts of the body can also be pleasurable, the back of the neck still represents lust and love. The neck. When a man kisses a woman's neck, she loves it. It reacts to light touching. A woman gets goosebumps when a man lightly caresses and kisses her neck. Never grab or use force on anyone. If it's not something you or she are comfortable with, then don't mark her neck or let her mark you. Now, kissing the neck is an intimate and tender gesture that should be performed with care and respect. Be careful not to vampire her and actually hurt her, because that's a sure way to ruin the mood. However, if you nip at the skin just a little bit, it can be very sexual. And it's crucial to keep in mind that there is a delicate balance when kissing the neck. If done properly, the neck kiss can be a very seductive and sensual experience for both parties. The ears. Your female partners will enjoy being stroked, kissed, and even having their earlobes lightly bitten. It's important to keep in mind that different women react in touch differently. Even though these displays of affection and intimacy may be appreciated, because these smooth, delicate lobes are so sensitive, most girls enjoy great pain just to enjoy the sensation of a man's lips on them. So please refrain from trying to nibble at the skin around her ears or sticking your tongue inside her ears. A little bit gross. Women enjoy the sound of men's deep, shallow breathing, so where better to let her hear you than at her earlobes? This is a great location. Her insanity will be caused by the interaction of the two senses. Combining the sight of your lips moving with the sound of your breathing is a sure way to drive her wild. The collarbone. This on a woman is very enticing, so why not use kissing and touching to your advantage with this area? Pay close attention to this area of her body while she is still fully clothed. She has only unbuttoned her shirt enough just to show the clavicle. Now, you should go back to this section after the clothes are completely gone to make her remember the excitement you created when you started there. You can make this a wonderful experience for the two of you by taking your time and enjoying the moment spent at her collarbone. Additionally, you will increase your sexual arousal, which will be, let's face it, beneficial later. And at the same time, you should be aware of her reactions to your touch. The upper arm. Women adore it when a man holds or caresses their upper arms as they walk, although this one is more for security. This gesture not only shows that he cares and respects the woman, but it also helps her feel safe, like she can depend on him. You'll have plenty of opportunities to gently touch her upper arm. Perhaps if you are patient with her, if you poke her a little or something similar, she's on your upper arm, you can touch her without being afraid, and you still think she's absolutely adorable. This is a great place to start if you want to break through the no-touch zone and get her romantic attention. And the best way to break the ice and let her know that you like her is to gently and playfully touch her upper arm. The hand. One of the first places a woman wants to be touched is on her hands, believe it or not. Now, if you haven't started dating yet, don't hold her hand. Save that for when you do start dating. But you can still touch her hand. If you are giving her something, you might let your hands touch. Comparable to that, when someone touches her hand, she gets butterflies and thinks, oh, he touched me. She must then make a big deal of that to her friends. Therefore, if it's possible for you to let her hands sort of touch, do so. Even though it may not seem like much, these brief instances of physical contact can have a significant impact. The palms. People frequently use their hands as tools to try and appease their partners, but they rarely consider the pleasure that can be obtained from stimulating the hands. Massage techniques that stimulate the hands can be extremely satisfying for both partners, ranging from delicate caresses to soft squeezes. Now, it's acceptable to focus a little on the palm of a woman's hand without upsetting those nearby. And as you run your finger along her palm, you can feel those shivers, and you'll come across as perceptive, and determined. Now, a simple act like lightly caressing each other's hands can often reveal more about a person than a lengthy conversation, and this can be a very intimate experience for both of you. The lower back. It's incredible how the lower back constantly craves touch. To improve blood flow, massaging the lower area can be beneficial. It can be a great place to relieve pain, increase flexibility, and improve posture when there is increased blood flow in the lower back area. Now, it's not surprising that women frequently complain of aches and pains because they store a lot of trauma and stress in the hips and in the lower back area. So if you want to make her feel good, learn a few ways to relieve her stress by massaging her lower back, specifically where the hips meet the spine. Now, the body's long-term health can be enhanced in addition to the immediate pain relief that a massage in this area can offer. The knees. The majority of men overlook this region when attempting to stimulate a woman, despite the fact that it is actually quite sensitive. Granted, it's not everyone's cup of tea, so that may be why it's not one of your top 5 places to touch a woman, but surprisingly, they love it. So if you gently caress the back of her knee under the skirt whilst the two of you are out in public, she'll be ready to get busy once you get home. And don't forget to pay even more attention when you are alone with her. This tiny, frequently ignored area of the female body can be a potent catalyst for her desire. The feet. She might react positively to you because of the pressure points and nerves in her feet if you offer a foot rub. In order to manipulate the pressure points in the feet and aid their clients in relaxing and feeling revitalized, masseuses frequently used this method in the 19th century. Now, if she isn't in a bad mood, I'm sure she would smile if you gently stimulated your wife's or girlfriend's feet. It's preferable if you first offer to massage her leg before performing any action, and it's also beneficial and will undoubtedly have an impact on her to massage her legs with lotions and oils. As a result of becoming acquainted with her feet's pressure points, you will be able to stimulate them appropriately.